All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Wait for it. It's Friday. Okay, yeah. Um, but man, some breaking news, man. The Baltimore Ravens have decided to trade Orlando Brown for. Let me make sure I get this right. Kansas City is trading their first round pick on Thursday, along with 3 other picks in 2021 and 22 draft to the Baltimore Ravens in exchange for Pro Bowl tackle Orlando Brown and 1 pick in 2021 and another pick in 2022. I'm just curious, Raven Nation, how y'all feel about that? Because one of the things that is important, in my opinion, is that offensive line. Like me, I'm a little bit of a, I don't know if you would say old school. I got no light. Well, I don't know if you would say old school or a little bit of, whatever. But I think games are won in the trenches. Games are won in the trenches. Offensive line and defensive line. If you got a good, you look at, and just talk about these Cowboys. If you look at the heyday, right? The Dallas Cowboys at their best. Everyone talks about Emmett and Aikman and all these guys and Irvin. But it was that offensive line that handled the business. People are, it's the constant debate who's the best between Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders. And someone say, give Barry Sanders Dallas Cowboys offensive line, and this wouldn't even be a debate. It wouldn't even be a debate. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from any. I'm just saying that's what it said. That's why this conversation is such a conversation. So I'm always a Pro Bowl tackle. I'm always a little bit hesitant to see a good offensive tackle leave. Especially now, Lamar Jackson kind of can make up for is able to make up for a little bit of the, if you have an offensive line issue, his ability to escape the pocket and escape from within the pocket and escape anything. So that to me is it kind of lessen the blow a little bit, but we got to see, man. We got to see just how big this move pans out. I get you get some draft picks, but if you I think Kansas City, I'm not sure their draft. I think they're like 31 to 30. So, but let me tell you the one thing I would never do, man. I'm never gonna doubt the Baltimore Ravens front office and their decision making. I listen. People have did that. I've never done it. But okay, let me take that back. When they got rid of everybody and kept Joe Flacco, I was not a fan of that. I'll be honest. I didn't like that one. But other than that time, I'm never going to question what they do as far as the front office and what they got going on. But I will say, man, that there have been times where you were like, is this the right move? And they prove you right every time, man. And they proved that, they know what they're doing. Now, the question is, what's the plan? Are they putting a package together do they got their eye on a certain receiver? Is receiver going to be the move? I know they're looking at receivers and pass rushers, edge rushers, apparently the top priority right now. Now, does this leave a hole for us the offensive line? Now, let me say this, because they're expected to sign Villanueva after the draft. Now, this according to NFL Update. It says waiting until after the draft won't affect Baltimore. So apparently they're going to sign Villanueva after the draft. We'll see how all that works out. But I mean, we got to be honest here. I'm like I said, I'm a fan of the trenches. Like you got to win the trench. I don't care how good your running back, your quarterback. If the offense ain't creating no hole, if the offensive line ain't creating no holes, if they ain't giving the quarterback no time, Lamar Jackson's an X factor now. He can create his own time sometimes. But even then, if it's an all-out rush to him, he can only do so much. So I'm always going to be iffy of them getting rid of a good tackle. But like I said, man, I'm never gonna second guess the Ravens front office because they seem to be a well-ran organization. I've seen their draft, the way they draft, and just over the years, from the legendary Ozzie Newsome to today, it seemed like they do what they need to do in the draft. They have a plan, and for them to make this move, it tell me they have a plan, and they're probably gonna be a pretty big plan. I can't wait to draft day, man, because I want to see what a lot of teams are gonna do. A lot of players are a lot of teams are flirting with certain players in the draft, and Cowboys and Kyle Pitts, which make no sense. But anyway, I'm not gonna get on that. But is the thing is do this now mean, and I know their word is they're gonna sign Villanueva, but do this mean that now the O-line is a little bit more of a priority in the draft? Do they have their eye on someone that we don't see? Because that could be possible. Are they stockpiling some picks to put together a package for another player? Are they planning on moving up? Are they planning on moving back? I don't know, but we're going to see because draft night is going to be very, very interesting. But for them to give up Orlando Brown and, but they are, let me make sure I got it right now. They're getting a first round pick Thursday night, which is the first night of the draft. And 3 other picks this year. So they're definitely stockpiling some picks this year. And some picks this year and some picks in 2022. And, so those all could be part of a package. The most important thing for the Ravens this year, in my opinion, is to be a balanced team, be more of a balanced team. That's key. That's the key to me. That's the key for me. You added Sammy Watkins, and of course, I talked about that on the channel here. We all know I love that signing. Health is going to be his thing if he can stay healthy. But he's definitely going to bring something. I think he's going to add a dimension because you got to pay attention to Sammy Watkins out there. You got to pay attention to him, which can open up opportunities for Orlando Brown. We already know what they got at the tight end position. It's just now about being a little bit more balanced, in my opinion. Balance is going to be the key for the Baltimore Ravens this year because, we know what Lamar Jackson can do. We've seen it, but we're going to need that balance. And I think you got to start early in the season. I think you got to create that, get into that rhythm, put an emphasis on it. And maybe this deal got another leg to it, meaning that this was, like I said before, part of a package or something they're going to put together to make something happen on draft night. I don't know, but I tell you one thing, I will be tuned in on draft night to see what happens because I know the Baltimore Ravens going to make some good moves. They never disappoint in the draft, man. They never disappoint in the draft. So, and I'm going to go over each and every draft pick. So with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, man, you guys be good.